Hello, everybody. My name is MRC Core. We're back with some more chess. It's been a little while since I practiced. I had a recording gone wrong yesterday because technological reasons. If you know me, technology is not my friend. Before we get started, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. It does go a long way supporting us. And I am joined by a friend today. You can say hi.
Hello. Hi.
This is Jester, the
And
god persona himself. So you might need to look out for him.
there's
Whatever
no
game he
persona here.
plays.
It's the god himself.
Okay, there you go.
No, not like when you introduce a motherfucker that's like activated a persona like that, you gotta act like you know that they actually just are god.
Fair enough. Alright, I'm gonna go
Because like
ahead.
otherwise people know we're faking this shit, but nah.
Yeah. I'm actually going to take my time and think about the board after we get out of the initial opening. Okay, Philidor defense. I'm just
Man,
gonna
take your
go.
time. That's exactly why I don't play games like that. I'm a monkey clicking buttons. Ended that debate.
I mean, try some 3D chess. I think that's honestly a premature getting your bishop there. That's now you have to worry
Also,
about
hello, Flam.
checkmate. I'm gonna just go ahead and castle. My queen doesn't actually get any harm being here. Alright, I'm coming for that knight, because I don't know if you can stop me.
You here, Flam?
Oh, yes.
Oh, hey Flam, how's it going?
What's up, dog?
Just been chilling, just doing doing stuff on my second Legends Arceus playthrough. And yeah, just caught Palkia and gotta do the rest of the main story.
Nice.
And the problem
Oh,
is, I
yeah.
don't know where the hell to fit it in on my team, because I kind of have everything ready. Like,
I purposely didn't use Palkia. I purposely just didn't use the legends except for do the Pokedex part.
I'm not even a cap, right? Like when I play Pokemon games, like in game, I do not like using legends at all because it just feels way too damn easy. Like if I'm doing a Nuzlocke, yeah, but like just a casual playthrough, like if I was to play BDSP or something like that, I just wouldn't use the bar card. It just feels too easy.
I can open this board up so fast.
Saying that though, I mean, to each their own. A and B. Games kind of are just easy, anyways. I mean, it's Pokemon. The
Yeah.
kid's game. I'm a fully grown ass adult. I know shit that I can
like
use to beat the
the
game
only
easily.
real exception was like Black and White for me with Zekrom, but that's about it.
Yeah.
I agree right there. I did use Zekrom and still do quite a bit to counter the Reshiram that you had to face.
I did
I will.
keep it along during post game because the level spike really was something there, and just having that was a bit of a saving grace.
Yeah, agreed, 100%. Honestly, I really enjoyed the leveling of that game up until the post game though, because you don't really need to grind a lot in Black and White like the original one. I don't know about Black 2 White 2. I never played it,
And
but
like
the
even
original
like
one, the E4 is like level 50 or 54 ish.
It's a little harder in Black and White too, but you still have Autonos, so it's not that big of a
and
deal.
I thought they also gave you the lucky egg midway through in original Black and White as well. So
I don't
you know.
remember
Yeah,
that.
yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. They give you the lucky egg pretty early, like probably halfway through fourth or fifth badge. On top of
The reason that I'm making
E4 being level 50s.
this play, by the way, is just like I made these plays here with the knight just so I could connect my rooks and also just open up my position in general. What in the world? I'll take your bishop. Thank you.
Homie's handing out pieces.
Dad, that's literally what happened. I just won a free bishop. They forfeited.
Dude, I love it when they forfeit. I mean, we had one earlier that was fantastic at the end of the live.
You wanted a rematch, and then you took it away.
Wait, did he forfeit and then rematch you?
He forfeited, rematched, and then left. Then declined his own rematch.
Damn.
What?
How long? Maybe he misclicked. Maybe he didn't mean to click the rematch thing, you know what I mean?
Probably.
Cause like I've done that on Showdown before. I meant to click like leave battle and I clicked rematch on accident. It's like oh,
Yeah.
I hate rematching people unless it's like I'm streaming to viewers or I'm hanging out with a buddy or anything. But like just a random like rematch a random person you just played on ladder to me feels like you're salty, even when you're not. It just makes it feel like you're salty.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Like I never, ever rematch anybody on Showdown because I just don't like that. It feels weird to do that. Like same thing with chess. I just don't really like it. Like it's just not for me. I'm just gonna build my center here. I don't see a problem with this. Okay, you want to trade knights?
No, you're not allowed to trade me off, bitch. Even though that's not the name anymore.
Well, for some reason, instead of trading my knight, they wanted to pin my knight there. I'm going to do this and force them to have to do something here. And if they take with the D pawn, I take queen... Sorry, I take queen over there, which...
I'm going to take with the D, but not. There's no pawning involved. It's just raw, no rubber.
Fair enough. I actually want to do this because that subjects this knight not being able to move very freely, and it supports my e-pawn without having to move my bishop yet. This knight's still guarded by this pawn for right now, so I'm 100% fine with that. I actually don't mind if they take. I just... I can do this. Because if I do this, say they take this pawn, right? Or this pawn, doesn't matter. So this would be cleared. I can still take their queen if I really wanted to, but as an in-between move, I'd just take their bishop first. So even if they do this and take my queen, my knight can just take back. And I think that's a little bit smarter for me. They end up not wanting to do the trade, so I will do that. Again, if they don't castle, I will just take their queen by the time this pawn moves.
Hello?
Oh,
he's on mute. Never mind.
No.
I was gonna welcome Spencer to call, but he's on mute, so
That's fine.
I'll wait.
Yeah. But yeah, just practicing chess because I want to actually go to like live tournaments and stuff. Don't know if I'll be able to record them, but...
Dude, I don't give a fuck who says what. Live tourneys sound like so far.
Yeah.
The only problem I have with like that statement, right? And it might not be this case in your area, but where I'm at right now, COVID is very aggressive and it's back up on the rise because reasons and purposes that are bullshit.
Sounds fairly accurate. I understand that 100%.
Yeah, I'm actually very pissed about it too because it's like, okay, so herd immunity, you know, a lot of people are vaccinated still. You can still get COVID, obviously. I mean, there's no such thing as actual immunity. Herd immunity was just like a coin term. But people are still pretending that this vaccine means you don't have to wear a fucking mask, even when there's obviously an outbreak in the problem in the area. So it's to be a fucking problem again because people still are too fucking stupid to wear masks.
Yep.
You would have thought after spending like, I don't know, a year plus in quarantine, people would have understood, hey, wear a fucking mask. No. Not in this country.
I don't know what my opponent's trying to do. I think they thought they saw checkmate, but I don't see how they get checkmate. Like, I can just put my king over here. Yeah, that's nice and all, but I'm just gonna...
This is not good.
For me?
What's not good?
Wherever that king moves, that queen can check. That queen can check you, Secor. He can bully that. That's just mate, isn't it?
I think so. No, not necessarily.
Ain't queen e3 mate?
No, that's mate. That's
Ain't queen e3 just mate?
Yeah, no, that's checkmate. I'm not forfeit. GG.
I'm sitting here. He's like, I don't know what my opponent sees, and I'm like,
I didn't see the mate that way. I should have moved up. If I had moved up, that wouldn't have been mate. It would have just been a precarious position.
I want to see.
That's why you're practicing, right? Because like sometimes you just miss shit.
Yeah, I need to practice and just get as many games in as I can, because like if I want to go back to tournaments, I really want to go back to being a master level player. I've got to calm down and stop moving quickly, because I'm playing like this is like
speed chess.
Yeah, pretty much.
Understandable. I agree. Like it's a very difficult thing when it comes to strategy games for a lot of people, including myself. I'm not at all excluding myself. I'm probably one of the worst people you'll meet about this, because it's so easy to get into the moment and just like speed running something and just like kind of haphazardly thinking and generally not paying close attention while clicking buttons.
Yeah.
It wasn't forced mate.
It wasn't?
Mm-mm. What did it want?
I don't know how to block that, because all I saw was queen takes... Like, I moved the bishop to block, queen takes checkmate.
No, before you move down, I'm looking at what the next move should have been.
The next move should have been king b3.
No, king g3.
Oh,
yes,
g3.
Right.
I knew what the square was.
Yeah, it absolutely hates that move. I'm trying to figure out what it wants.
I can't figure that out either.
Game review. Okay. I have the, I'm just running it through my paid account thing.
Yeah, I need to make a paid account for this.
It's only one. You only pay once a year. It's like $30 a year, $40 a year or something.
I'm just gonna calmly move my knight to f6 because I'm pretty sure that's where it wants to go.
We're not analyzing his whole game. That was played very, very cleanly up till that moment.
Yeah, up till that moment, I played very well. Like,
It wants bishop e2 to block the rook. You're losing, but it says you're stable. Like, it says you're not dead.
Oh, alright. Well, whatever.
What about this? This is not the next best move? Bishop a6. I'm playing it out on paper, so I'm gonna mute.
Thank you. I appreciate you. If they move bishop to b5, I just bishop here and eventually a6.
See, honestly, that's my big complaint about chess. Part of the reason I've never played it, outside of I've played it 2 or 3 times with friends trying to teach me chess because they thought I'd be good at it, and I lost interest quickly. Is it feels like if you make one little mistake, sometimes it can literally make you cannot win no matter what from henceforth.
Some mistakes are like that, and the other mistakes are like the complete opposite, where it's like sometimes you make a mistake, but your opponent can't figure out it's a mistake and thinks it's like a really good play, and then that mistake ends up becoming a really good move. Like, it's really interesting.
And see, I was thinking because of that, I was like, I don't think I'd like it because of that.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Yeah, because with Pokemon, if you make a mistake, you could bounce back. You can fight your way through, unless it's a stupid ass mistake. But This, it feels like it's very heavy if you're playing, especially at high tier. That any mistake can just be
The
the
last
end of you.
mistake, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of
I
times
posted
I
the-
make those horrible mistakes. Like I play the game so well and then just boom. Like that's what I got to work on is not just letting it explode. I'm very surprised they traded the bishop for that knight.
So I posted the position that it says you should get to. I thought this was far enough to take it in the analysis.
Okay.
I don't know how the hell you end up in this position. There was a queen trade at some point that didn't make any sense that I would have never saw in a million years.
Man, these computers, man.
But I screenshotted like the position and put it in a voice chat if you want to look at it.
Oh, I took a
wanna see
glance
it.
at it. I
Yeah, it's
based on what I remember seeing, I don't know how you get to that position where the rooks are next to each other like that, and I don't know
You
how
trade the
the queens
queens.
are gone. Yeah, I don't know how that happened. Also, how is their bishop somehow on my back rank?
I played it out. That's how your queen got taken.
That's a really weird position.
I agree. It's trash.
Computers. The shit computers comes up with.
Basically. I don't know what my opponent traded their bishops for. This is going to be a very open board late game.
I don't know what's wrong with having your opponent's board open.
Well, when you have
It's
an
bad
open
for his.
board...
It's bad for his opponent because Secor has the bishops and his opponent has the knights, and in knights you want to clog the board because they move better there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, what's wrong with it for Secor, though? For his opponent, I understand what Secor is saying, but Secor shouldn't be complaining. We take free wins. End of that debate. And if anybody ever says otherwise, I want you to hit them until you can't anymore.
You're right. We take W's.
Yeah, exactly. Free W's is still a fucking W. Screw that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly feel like I want to just move my bishop here because this diagonal seems pretty good for me. I don't know if I really need to castle my king. Like, I feel like I should. I'm honestly going to do this, and I'm going to launch an attack towards this pawn. I don't see how my opponent really stops that.
Can I watch your game on my account with the analysis bar?
I'm just gonna play quietly, I think, and watch to see what they do. Because I don't want to
Yes, I
open
can.
my
Okay.
position up too much.
I've switched to watching your game on my account.
I'm trying to think, honestly, if I should, try to go for the king where he is.
Board. Cool. Can't do that.
I think I want to do this first. Yeah, I want to do this first, and if they don't move this knight, I want my bishop here to pin the knight to the queen. They end up not doing that, so I will 100% pin that knight to the queen.
You saw the same thing I saw.
Yeah.
You just played the two moves I had drawn areas for on my screen.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, I like this because it stops the pawn move here immediately. Which, if you do that at this point in time, like, I want to bring my rook to this G square and maybe even start pounding. Actually,
Ooh,
I'm gonna guess it didn't like that, but
it did like that.
I saw the better play. This is.
It says
I should have moved the
it says
bishop
you
here.
lost-
I should have moved the bishop there and then took.
it says you lost all of your advantage in that play.
Sounds about right.
So. Oh, I can. Oh, okay. I can use all my stuff while I'm watching. That's fun. I didn't know I could use all my analysis stuff while I was watching.
I'm going to honestly move my rook here. I'm trying to figure out how my opponent handles this.
See, I'm at an unfair advantage because my screen shows what his best move is.
Ah.
So, like, what keeps his advantage. So,
Right.
the
I'm not sure
the
what that
modicum
move
of an
is from this
advantage he has.
position. And it's probably some weird thing that the computer sees that nobody else sees.
No, it was that. He did it. That's the move that the computer saw. I don't really know why.
I understand why, because it stops my idea of rook here, bishop here, and molest king.
I like that move. The computer seems to not care, but I like it. What is the Explorer? What is this when I open this? Oh, it's just okay. It lets me go back moves and look at previous moves.
I honestly think that kind of opened up the position more in my favor.
I mean, y'all are really even. Neither he doesn't have a great advantage. Like it's under 1, so.
Oh.
So it's probably something he wouldn't even notice because y'all are 1300s. So.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like my true
Computer's
rating,
winning it.
if I like actually calm down and take my time with moves and like, you know, really sit down and think, I think my true rating is closer to 1600, but obviously I'm very rusty and I'm not doing that. And I'm
Yeah, but
having
my
to
point was
combat
the
ADHD, so that's another thing.
My point was the engine's running at like 2500 or some crap. So
Oh, yeah.
like the engine's gonna see stuff.
Yeah.
Like, and also the engine's running you against games that have been played and showing me the lines from those games. So
Yeah. And obviously the engine knows all. The engine is the great masterpiece in the sky that is the chess god deity creature.
yeah, but
I was gonna say it's a
You don't
fucking
play-
computer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a computer at the end of the day.
Like, unless you're actually a master level chess player who's been playing for years upon years, you're not gonna be able to see something the computer doesn't. And even then, honestly, there's a very slim chance of you seeing something it doesn't, and you just seeing something you like more than what it does.
I like the computer's evaluation for this position. It's
Drawn?
very fun. It's a draw.
Yeah, this looks
The,
very drawn.
the computer says you should shake hands and go home.
I'm just gonna offer the draw then. And this looks very drawn to me because I don't see a way in, and
Well, it's a draw if he makes the best move possible, and he has to make that move, and I don't think in a million years he'll make the move.
I almost want to know what the move is and why.
Just guess. Just guess what the move is.
Check with the queen. I don't know.
The move was King H2.
What? Oh no, that makes sense. That makes sense because it stops my idea of.
But not being prompted nobody would ever see it.
Yeah, I don't think. Because the reason King H2 is so good is because I want to take this pawn. Because he can't take back with this pawn.
This is funny. I just like the computer's like, what are y'all doing? I should go home. Nobody ever wins this game. Go home.
No, that's my evaluation as well. I don't think either of us can win from this position. This is a very strange position. We've both traded an equal number of minor pieces, and the board is like semi-closed. And nothing's happening. I'm so good at chess.
I'm trying to figure out what they're doing, what their plan is, because like
Is it
you
king
think
to...
at some point. All right. What does that do?
I'm not sure what that does. I feel like I just move my rook back a square.
What's the why do you need to move the rook at all?
That too, but I just don't know what other piece I would move. Like, I don't know. Like this position, I honestly don't want to make a move at all.
I'm trying to see if I would come up with the move. The compute. That's probably what I would have done. Yeah.
No, because I don't really want to change my position. Like, I think I have a
I was
good
looking
position.
at. I was looking at b5. I was looking at b5.
Oh, okay.
I know what I saw what the computer wanted, but like I, as a human, I would have never made that play. So.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. The computer is just screaming that this man should still go king h2.
They did that.
Okay.
What does that mean?
I don't know. That does nothing. It doesn't even threaten anything. Just there.
Like, I feel like I should just move my rook back down to h6 and get it to g6. Like, I'm very uncertain what that knight move does.
Nobody's like made a blunder, so.
Just gonna offer a draw again.
I like how when you made that move, the computer was like, I don't like that, and then as the computer sat here and thought about it, it was like, no, that's fine. Doesn't really change anything. Why does he move? Okay. Why did he move his rook away from the attack that you're attacking?
I don't know. I'm just going to continue with my plan to attack at the king.
Okay, at what point do you play e5 to get that pawn?
Not this one.
The f4 pawn.
I don't know yet. Because I don't like that play. I don't like e5 right now.
But it's the only thing stopping you from doing this big attack is that pawn.
Actually, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I should do
You need
that.
to
I'll
redirect
probably
it.
do that next turn. Unless he moves h5, in which case I will just move my rook back to h6.
Ooh. Okay, I actually didn't see that move, computer. Thanks.
What? Knight takes h7?
Yeah.
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 I mean, I understand that play a lot.
I don't think it's a good play.
I don't think it is either because the rooks, and I'm looking at that king in the back. Oh, he made it.
We did it.
Okay. I think I was kind of forced to make that play.
I liked G7 better.
I didn't like G7 because it blocked my rooks.
I like G7 because you didn't have to move your rooks, and if he did that, you could just take it with your king.
Yeah.
Because he has no attack. There's nothing here.
Yeah, there's nothing for either of us. Like, my attack's pretty much gone at this point.
You have a much bigger attack than he does.
Yeah, I do have an attack. It's just not great.
I mean, you could trade 2 rooks for a queen whenever you wanted until he did that move. Well,
I
two
can.
rooks for a queen and a pawn.
I'm gonna do this, and I'm going to force that f4 pawn to be away from me. But my evaluation is that I want to. I want to force the queen to protect the queen needs to protect both these pieces. That's what I'm trying to do. It can't.
Well, my evaluation is the thing stopping your queen from getting in the party is the f4 pawn.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this right now.
Like you have a giant laser if you get rid of the f4 pawn.
Yeah.
So what does it take?
I don't think you should take that pawn. I think taking is a mistake.
Oh my lord. Okay, I want to see if anybody sees the crap the computer just spit out.
Probably not.
Do you see it? Because I see it now. I actually see this problem.
Is the problem
now
this?
looks obvious. The problem's queen a8.
Oh. No, that's right. Oh, that's right, because it X-rays.
Yeah, because your king moves up, but you can solve it with rook g6.
I like that as an in-between play. Well, not really. No, I don't like that at all, because this is guarding.
But it defends your rook. If he goes queen a8, he wins your rook.
Oh, I was looking at a7. I was looking at a7.
So you gotta defend the rook.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I'm gonna stop looking at the analysis. I just want to watch and see if I can figure it out.
Yeah, you can tell I'm so out of practice. My God. Like, I'm not looking at the whole board at all. Like, this is just not how I would play. I'm forced to make that trade. I'm pretty sure this is a drawn in-game, right? They have an advantage,
do you
but...
want the actual analysis?
The actual analysis is I'm losing, but...
Like, do you want to know the actual analysis?
No, don't tell me. Like, I don't think I win this, but I don't see how I immediately lose, and they might get into time pressure.
I don't think you immediately lose. It's not saying that. It's not a mate in something situation. I'll just put it that way. I didn't think we thought it was anyway. So. But I think you can get their pawns off the board faster than they can get yours off the board.
That's fair. I think that I might have a slight chance here. Maybe. It depends on how they play the end game. Now, obviously, I'm not going to have a pawn advantage, but... I'm going to try to checkmate them for... I'm going to put them in check forever. I think that's my play.
I don't think I would have went that way.
Yeah, you would have gone here instead. I thought about it, but I like this better. I'm just trying to pressure them into time. Like, I have a full 5 minutes on them. Yeah, and they made that play.
Oh, I don't think he could have made a move. I think he should have just moved a pawn and see what he did.
Oh, really?
Because I think he's in a position where there's not a lot of moves he can make, and if you leave your king there, his rooks are it forces him to move another rook again.
Well, his king's guarding this rook.
Yeah, but he'd still have to move the other one
Yeah,
to keep any pressure.
yeah. Like, I'm just trying to put pressure where I can. Because my goal is to get these pawns off the board. I think that
Yeah, you
has
gotta win
to
a
be.
pawn. You gotta win a pawn or two.
Yeah. Which is
You're down 4
easier
pawns
said
right
than
now.
done.
Yeah, well, you're down 4 pawns, so...
Yeah. I made some mistakes that led to this position.
Just go right back.
Yeah.
Is he gonna repeat moves with you?
I hope so.
Make it do it. Yeah, just repeat moves and see if he does it. See, there's a perfect in-between move, which is just rook e2. Yeah, it's that. But now you go after that pawn. Now you drop down after the pawns again.
Yeah, which is just over here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Eventually go here, try to take.
Yeah, and then you win one of those pawns at that point. I think he's just gonna go right back to f7.
He's
I'm
gonna
sorry,
promote
what?
this pawn. That's gonna be the problem. That's the problem.
Yeah, I don't think you should go behind it yet.
I don't really see what my play is, though.
What does my thing spit out? Yeah, but doesn't rook e4 solve this problem?
If he doesn't see this checkmate where both rooks are lined up and go there. Okay, he saw it.
See, he's running out of moves. Just flat out, he has to make moves.
Yeah.
I'd try to speed up a little bit and make him take more time.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Well, you can't leave this pawn hanging.
Nah, leave him hanging. Fuck that shit.
Rook e4. We should just play rook e4. It solves his problem.
Yeah, it does.
Sack the c2 pawn. Why do you need it? Guy, you have too many pawns. Jesus Christ. Take his pawn.
Yep.
Can you just play rook h5 and get that and target that pawn and trade rooks and get the pawn off the board?
I have a better play. What if I did this?
No, I think you should leave your king there because if that rook moves, you get that pawn.
Oh yeah, you're right.
And you can force that rook to move by playing... I think h5 is the best play. I might be wrong.
I mean, I like h5. The only other play I saw was rook to h7 and just try to check forever, but that doesn't work because he has an out now. And I want to trap the king in this corner of the board, so.
I wonder what his play here is.
Hopefully to run out of time. Like, go take a massive dump right now and just let your time wind out. Watch some TikTok.
He's so scared to lose that c2 pawn. For some reason.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Oh, good. Now we're all staring at one pawn.
Well, my
He has
king
no
is kind of
moves.
stuck here.
He has very few moves here. Because if he advances that pawn, you just take it. The one on the left. If he advances the pawn, the D pawn, you just take it. With your pawn.
Yeah. And if he goes the A pawn, I just move my king here.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
I would run the A pawn if I was him, just to see the reaction.
I think
Yeah.
I have to do this.
Yeah, you do. Now he really has very few moves. He can give you the C pawn. That play works, but like,
It's just a repeat of the position.
it buys you 1 second. Like, it buys you a second to think about it, guy.
Just take the draw. It's -1 point. You don't risk losing. Would you rather lose 1 point? Okay, he did that.
To answer the question you were attempting to get off there, Secor, yeah, I'd rather lose 50 points than 1 point if it means I could potentially win points.
I don't know it. I don't 100%.
Win the other pawn. Just win the other pawn.
Yeah. Yeah,
He
and they
can't
can't.
move it.
Yeah, they can't even bring the rook over here.
Because he can't move the pawn.
Yeah. Well, what were we doing? What were we doing with this opponent?
Whatever the fuck we felt like.
Okay. So I
You
move
have to go
back
to A.
here.
You have to go to. Oh no, he can't put it behind it because you just take his pawn into his rook.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ, this guy's.
He's bad. He's bad. Wait. Why did I
what
just
happened.
suddenly? Why did I suddenly get all of those pawns?
I don't know. He's slow. He's losing his advantage very quickly. Okay. I'm gonna say this out loud. Before he checked you, he was +9.
Before he checked me, he was
He-
+9.
He ain't +9 anymore.
I'm gonna do this. And
I don't know what he's doing.
I know what he's
He
doing.
doesn't know what he's doing. Based off your guys' tone, he's throwing.
Oh, Jesus Christ. He has to promote the pawn now, right?
Yeah. Like, I have a pawn that is going to promote. I think I won.
He has to promote his. Like, he has to push. He has to play A7 right now. That's the play. That's the only play left.
Yeah.
He plays A7, you play E8, the game's over. I mean, it's a draw.
Yeah. He didn't do it.
Oh no, you push your pawn. Push the pawn. You don't have to play A8 until he actually moves it.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, now you play it. He's gonna make a queen. He should make the queen, yes. And then you push the pawn. And then I have no clue what the hell he does, because this game just feels over.
Oh no, he wins. He's gonna get that pawn promoted first.
Take. He still has to beat you.
He's gonna beat me. Everyone knows how to walk the queen. Everyone knows how to walk it.
I'm not sure of that fact, my man.
Bro, if
he
you
do it without
can't
stalemating you?
checkmate somebody with a queen and a king, you don't deserve to play chess. I'm sorry.
Can he do it without stalemating you?
Yes, because he's doing the queen walk. You just put it in a knight. If you put it a knight square away from the if you put it a knight square away from the king, yeah, this is what happens. Like, I'm gonna be pushed into the corner. I'm just gonna do it. He knows what he's doing. I'm gonna get another game. The hour of chess training is what I will call this. And I'm going to try the Sicilian, because I need to practice that. What?
So you know what's funny?
Did I misplay?
Before you push the pawn, like when you pushed the pawn the first time, like when you were both staring at the knight, at the pawn, the game says it was a draw.
So you gave me the
I don't
wrong
know
play.
how.
That's what happened.
I didn't give you the wrong play. The first time you pushed the pawn was the wrong play. The second time you were already dead.
So I was right. I should have moved the rook to e8, put it in the corner, and then forced my pawn to promote.
Actually, it just says it's a draw.
Yeah, it should have been a draw, but that should have been my play. I knew it.
No, it says to do this, which is, to me, I would have never saw in a million years. It says to end up in this position, and then it's a draw. Put it in the trap. This is the position it wants. Which I still don't think is a draw, but... because there's another pawn on the board. But I've now sent you the position.
That's fine.
It's in voice chat.
Yeah, no, I did do that was the play I would have made.
I still don't see how that's a draw, because of the other pawn.
It's a draw because eventually it'll just trade pieces.
This...
Like, we both basically end up blocking each other's pawns. That's it.
7... C3... G3... C2... Rook C7... King D2...
I don't know what my opponent's doing with this. This is weird that you advanced your F pawn. I never like advancing the F pawn until the king is safe.
It's raining, so he did not want to go pee.
What the what Spencer? What in the world? What was this play?
It's a bomb cloud. Spawn cloud opening.
No, it's not.
It's a bomb cloud. That's what it is. That's the name of the opening. It's bomb cloud.
His king is in no man's land.
Yeah, he played. Yeah, he played the bomb cloud.
What?
I watched the world champion play this in a tournament in a game that didn't matter. It's very funny.
All right. Well, I've never seen this, and this looks dumb.
It's called the bomb cloud. King E2. It's a joke opening.
Why does it work?
Huh?
Why does it somewhat work?
I mean, the rest of this stuff doesn't usually doesn't necessarily have to happen.
I mean, it's not.
Really, the opening is E4 King E2 is the bomb cloud. But
Oh, it just has somehow transitioned into that.
yes, he has transposed into a bomb cloud.
Okay.
I'm worst though, man. I opened your game in the little analysis thing, and it's just like, I was like, oh, it's gonna be even because we're in the opening.
Am I losing?
No, you're +6.
What is happening with this position? I don't understand.
It says your opponent is dead. It says he should forfeit. It's like, this game's over. Just go away, guy.
I'm just gonna move my bishop back here to safety.
I don't know how you could lose this advantage, so I'm sure something stupid will happen.
I'm just gonna play calmly and just.
Can I see how it evaluated King? Can I see how it evaluated King E2? Like, what was the game before King E2? It was an opening. You were up. One of you was up like point something. Then he played King E2, and the evaluation immediately reads -4 your favor.
I'm just gonna open the position.
You're destroyed. This feels like a joke. Secor, if you lose this game, you should feel bad.
I feel like I'm going to feel bad now.
Thank you for encouraging your friend,
You win the
Spencer.
queen! Wait, you win the queen!
I don't win it, but I have a good shot at it.
If he doesn't play knight G3, you win it, yeah. Well, now all your pieces stare at each other. Castle, bishop d5.
I'm trying to figure out if I need to just move my knight away or just take the pawn.
Huh?
This pawn, I'm trying to figure out if I need to move this knight. Or take back. I feel like I don't.
Why not queen d7 why not queen d7 rook d8 knight takes pawn on e4?
Because I don't want to lose this pawn on c6. Because they're trying to target. Well, they can't target this pawn yet.
But if you do what I just said, he can't move his bishop and he will lose his queen. I think queen d7 is a great waiting move.
I don't think so. I'm gonna trust you. I'm gonna trust you. Because I don't like moving my knight and I don't like taking the pawn.
Don't you just take that back?
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that. Switch your pawns.
Yeah, that's fine. Like, eventually rook here and then castle. No, that was my opponent's play. I'm gonna do this because I don't have another option really. Spencer, I'm blaming you for this.
If you wouldn't have done that, what would you have done?
If I would have just taken the pawn and castled.
Taking which pawn?
I would have taken the pawn that took my damn knight. Now I'm just down a knight for nothing.
Okay, why did you sack a knight for nothing?
Because that's the play you told me to do.
I didn't say sack the knight. I said you want to get your queen to d7.
Oh
I
my
see that.
fucking god! You didn't say it like that. All right, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna open up the forbidden F file so I can castle and put my rook there and try and attack that way. Even though that's risky as hell. And I can't even castle yet because of my fucking queen. What?
Wait, why can't you castle?
Because this. That is a play that can happen. Not immediately, but it can. Because my king's here, that's an X-ray. Okay. So I'm not allowed to castle is what is apparently happening here. So my plan is to go here with the rook and get it to this square, B2, so that I can at least start doing things.
That's what I see.
Because I don't know exactly what this queen move did. It's really sad that I've fallen so far from grace.
Hey, Secor,
Yeah?
you were at like -6, and whatever he just did made it even again. So I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Do I just castle here and connect my rooks, or what?
The game says the best possible move's castle. I'm gonna give you
Yeah,
that.
that's what I was looking at, and I was like, I feel like I do this and my king's never in danger now.
Yes, I'll give you that one.
Alright. So my evaluation is this move again.
See, I have a move I see that I like. It wasn't that.
I like this because it's going to...
I liked Queen G3.
Well, that's unfortunate. That just forces a queen trade.
Yes,
But
it does.
I'll do that, though. In all honesty. Because I can do that. I am objectively not doing well. And I'm blaming you, Spencer.
Don't blame me. Don't blame me. He blundered
always
the
your
whole
fault.
game back to you.
I don't see the blunder. I see myself in a very losing position.
The queen to b7 move, the game rated as a -7 blunder that put the game back to a draw.
Yeah, well, the computer didn't tell me that next move, and I didn't see that next move that made me have a win, so...
Queen G3 was the move I saw.
Oh, well. Oh, well.
But it doesn't matter. You're in a manageable position. You're only down, what, a knight?
I'm down a knight, and they have a rook that hasn't moved yet.
They have 2 rooks that haven't moved yet, and a knight that hasn't moved yet. Half their pieces haven't moved yet.
Yeah. I am just going to try to connect my rooks on that back
I
rank.
don't know what that was.
Well, that's my cat getting on my desk and into my lap.
I would just target this D pawn and try to take it off the board because it's just dead.
I could do that too.
Bishop takes a6. What the fuck? Oh. Okay. Bishop takes a6.
the computer wants bishop takes a6.
Yes.
Okay.
So the
Fuck that computer.
Takes a6.
I don't like that move.
It wants
Then
him.
don't make it.
Wants him to take it. It's not the move. It wants Secret to make. It's the move. It wants his opponent to make.
Yeah, it wants this, which I don't understand that at all.
It's a hanging pawn.
It's hanging.
It's not. I have h takes back.
I don't give a fuck who says what. That's my favorite term in chess. Is it's hanging.
A6, not G6, Secor. A6.
Oh, that pawn, yeah. I'm just gonna do this.
I like how Secor's just like, oh yeah, that pawn. Oh yeah, the pawn that's hanging that he still hasn't taken, that he now can't take.
I'm gonna try to win a rook here.
Does he see it? Does he simply just play knight to b3?
Yeah, I don't
Does he
see
simply
how
just see knight to b3?
I honestly just want to resign. I don't want to play this game because I made such a bad blunder earlier.
I just want to see if he blunders it back at this point. Because he might feel like he can sack a piece back just because he's up a piece. He's in a really weird spot.
Yeah. I want to move my bishop here next, I think.
Is here h4?
No, here was c3.
Oh yeah, you can get your bishop though. Okay.
I honestly should have done it that turn instead of the pawn. Well, I'm gonna do it now. I think the only play to defend the knight is rook to e2.
Bishop c2 also defends it.
Oh yeah, it does.
I would have never saw that move. The computer saw it.
I mean, I saw it, but that's just not how I think, I guess. No, I think that's actually a little better than this. I think that what I need to do is I need to get my king. Yeah, I'm just gonna move my king out into the open and start trying to put pressure with the king, because I need the king to do something at this point. If I get checkmated, I get checkmated, because otherwise I don't see how I win from this position. If I were them, I'd just be trying to trade my pieces. Like, I don't understand why they're not doing that.
You just play rook e. I would say, why don't you just play rook b8 and take the trade and just end up with your rook on that side still?
I didn't like that. I want to keep as many pieces as I can because it puts pressure on my opponent.
Oh Jesus, he blundered the game back.
Oh, yeah, he did. Yep.
Alright, it's a draw again. Have fun. This is what I'm saying. Like he's made several plays that just swung the whole game back. He's gonna do it again.
That attacks the rook and the pawn.
You can't. Oh, Jesus!
What is he doing?
Do you see it? Do you see it?
Yes, I see it! I see it!
Both rooks. Like you could have took the rook in two different ways. Because I think H8 rook also won you a rook.
What is happening?
I'm back now.
Stupid. He forfeited. Secor was dead lost. 3 moves later, the guy was dead lost and forfeited.
Hold on. I gotta show you. Alright. I know you don't know much about chess, but now let me tell you this. So, Suggester. Let me actually just go back to this. This is the position that I was like, I'm going to lose no matter what, right?
Okay, hold on.
This is the play. This is the play because you need to guard your knight. There are 2 plays. You do this or you do that. Either one of these 2 plays are correct. He does this one. So he moves the bishop there. My move, I move the king out because I want to start pressuring these pawns and trying to do something with the king because I'll just lose otherwise. The next play is this, trying to make a trade. I don't take it. I move over here. This is still a lost
stop
position.
in that position.
Yes.
Stop in that position. The evaluation here is +8 white. Oh, you have it on your screen now.
Yeah,
Never mind.
it's 7.4. That's basically a 1 game if you're that high up.
Yeah, it's Secor should forfeit. The game is over.
Now, remember that play where I said the only 2 plays were bishop to block that knight from being attacked and the rook, and he made the bishop play? What do you think his next play should be?
I know what the evaluation said it should be.
Here's my problem: is you guys are trying to explain this all to me, and because my screen won't load, I'm staring at nothing but a black screen as you're trying to explain this all to me, and I'm like, I don't know what's what. Secor could be white for all I know. You said white was up 8, and I don't know if Secor's black or white because that's not a black screen.
It's fine.
I'm not trying to be rude, but I know absolutely nothing.
The computer's evaluation of that position, Secor, is he should play rook F1 check.
Yeah. No, I like that. I thought that's what was going to happen because my play would have been, all right, now I can't move my king out. I'll move my king to E7 and do something there. That was my plan. Just try to do something with the king. That was it.
And here's the problem. This isn't even a bad move because he sacks the knight back, but he was up a knight anyway, so all it does is make the game even.
Yes.
It's the next move that's the problem.
Yeah. We reach this position, and then that.
It's this that's the problem.
Yes. I don't know what was going through their mind that they didn't see this. I'll take it. I'll take my W. I'm so out of practice. If you made it this far, guys, thank you all for watching. I appreciate it so much. Remember to like, the comment, and subscribe if you want to see videos similar to this one. We're going to see all of you in the next video that we do. Take care, everybody.
D2